Today is Thursday, August 15th, and today is day 17th. Yeah, 17th of transcranial magnetic stimulation therapy, or TMS, for depression and anxiety. Again, I'm doing the bilateral stimulation with the fast tapping on the left side for depression and the slower tapping on the right side for anxiety. As far as like the threshold or the intensity that they reached today, the TMS technician did tell me that they got all the way up to 120, at least on the right side. I don't remember what she said on the left side. I don't think we've reached it yet. Um, and yeah, the treatment was tolerable. It wasn't painful. It wasn't too bad. Just when we were like, they were increasing the power or the intensity of the tapping on the right side, I started feeling, again, my hands started twitching really hard on the left side. But that was only toward the end when like the intensity got up there, up to like 120. And my hands started twitching. And it's not like painful or anything. It's just like a weird sensation when it does that. Um, and so, yeah, I'm just feeling a little bit tired. I've been feeling, I don't know if it's like more irritable or if I'm like fed up with the work. Um, and I think like, okay, my supervisor, I mentioned to him before I got back to work from summer break that I had started the TMS treatment and that I had hoped to um, just get it done during the summer. That way I didn't have to miss any work. But my insurance kind of took forever to approve it because they have to like verify that you've been on like three different antidepressants and like, check like a bunch of other stuff. And so summer break pretty much ended, and like I was only like three or four treatments in when my summer break ended. So because of that, I'm having to take an hour of off of work every day now until the end of my treatment, which my supervisor, who is directly above me, who's the SPED director, said that he was fine with. But HR is like giving me a little bit of a hard time about, oh, we need your family leave paperwork, which I had my psychiatrist sign and I sent it to them. And now HR is saying, well, we need to meet with you and with your supervisor and discuss how we can accommodate this. And I need to verify like the exact hours of the facility and verify that like the last appointment is like after work. I mean, is during work hours, because why are you having to leave during work hours and not after work? Because I get out of work at 4. So like, I don't know. I'm just like, it's frustrating. Like, it upsets me that maybe that's protocol. Maybe that's what they have to do, right? Maybe that's like the standard paperwork that they need to go through and verify all of this. But to me, it feels like they're making a huge deal out of it. Considering I know people who are salaried and who are supposed to be at work until 4, and they leave like an hour, you know, before 4 sometimes, um, because I don't know, they're done with work or whatever, and nobody bats an eye. Maybe they don't know that like these people leave like an hour before they're supposed to leave, right? But I feel like when you're salaried, if you're done with your work like an hour before you're supposed to get out, then you should be free to leave, because there are times where they keep us past our work time because we're in meetings, right? And like my supervisor called us like 2 or 3 days before our summer break ended to discuss like caseloads and stuff like that. So if we can be made to stay after, why can't we leave like an hour early if we need to do something? Which, uh, um, to me, that defeats the purpose of being salaried if we have to jump through hoops. Just because I'm getting like, I have a legitimate reason why I want to get out of there early so I can make it to my appointment on time. But it feels like they're making me jump through hoops, and they said that tomorrow morning I'm going to be meeting with them at 8 in the morning to discuss how they can accommodate my leave. So like, I'm just fed up, and like, it frustrates me. So I don't know if I'm just more irritable or like because of the treatment, or if like I'm justified in being like upset about it. because I feel like I work very hard during the day, all day long, treating kids, seeing kids, finishing up paperwork, collaborating with teachers. Again, everything that comes with being a speech therapist during the day, which is exhausting, meetings and everything. And if I want to take that hour off for like, it's literally for my mental health, then I should be able to, right? That's like my view of it anyway. But yeah, so just wanted to mention that I don't know, I think I'm just fed up. Either that or I'm just more irritable than I normally am. I can't tell. Um, and I'm a little bit tired. Again, after every treatment, I do tend to feel a little more fatigued. Um, and what else is there? Yeah, treatment was about, I want to say 45 to 50 minutes long, which is what it usually lasts, like 45 minutes to an hour max. But it is it's a time commitment, right? Because you have to be there 5 days a week at a certain time for about an hour every single day. Um, and again, it's cumulative, so you're not really supposed to start feeling the effects of it till like maybe toward the end of treatment. But I mentioned previously that I've been on so many antidepressants and medications that I don't really mind waiting to feel the effects. If that means that I can come off antidepressants for good and not have to worry about it, then it's worth it, right? And I'm not saying that if you're on medication, you should stop taking your medication. If it's working for you, fine. I'm just tired of dealing with side effects. The only medication that I'm taking right now is the Asteris, which is the stimulant medication for ADHD. I'm taking 26.1 milligrams of Asteris. And even that medication, I want to come off of it. I want to come off it eventually because it makes me feel terrible when I run out of medication or when I forget to take it. I feel it almost immediately. And that's the effect of stimulant, right? It's like taking caffeine every day and then you just don't take it one day and you immediately feel like crap. And that's how it is. So that's why I eventually want to come off it. But right now, since I'm working full time and also in graduate school, I feel like I can't afford to feel like crap and for whatever time it takes me to like taper off of the stimulant medication. So it'll have to be whenever my life is less busy. Um, my diagnoses again are ADHD, cerebral palsy, major depressive disorder, generalized anxiety disorder. Um, and yeah, treatment today was fine. Um, I I felt more anxious. I rated my anxiety at an 8 today, and I think it's just because the work is again stressing me out. Um, my depression, I rated it between a 5 and a 6, which isn't so bad. Um, and the weekend is coming up, so today's Thursday, and I tend to feel the depressive waves or depressive episodes more on weekends when I don't have to work. And I suspect that's because I'm not running on adrenaline all day long, going from one thing to the next and the next and the next. So I don't know, or maybe it's just the effect of burnout. Maybe this is what burnout feels like, right? That when you finally get a chance to rest, you're exhausted and you really don't have the energy to do much. And that's why in my previous video I talked about how I eventually want to stop working a 9 to 5 job. This is not something that I can see myself doing for the rest of my life because it really drains me and it takes a lot out of me. My back hurts. I'm tired. I I don't feel like super sad right now. I'm just irritable and kind of upset. Um, I don't know. The technician said I have 23 treatments left, but this is like, what is it? This is like day 17. So wouldn't that mean that really they approved me for 40 treatments instead of the 38 that they had initially said? I'm not really sure, but yeah, she said after today there were I had 23 more treatments to go. Um, so I'm almost halfway through treatment. Um, so yeah, I've been sleeping better. I've been sleeping like an hour more than I usually do. So typically I get like a 6 to 6.5 hours of sleep. And lately I've been getting anywhere from like 7.5 to almost 8 hours, which, sleeping more is always good, I suppose. I don't know if it really does anything for my mood though. Um, I so that's the medication I took, and I talked a little bit about the treatment. What did I do today? I went to work. Um, I I went straight to treatment after work, and then I came home and I ate ceviche, and now I am here, and I don't have time to do anything other than finish up this video and maybe get in the shower and then like watch maybe like one episode um, of the anime that I'm watching right now, which is Mob Psycho 100, which is something that my son started watching, and he said that he thought I would like it. I love watching anime. And it's cool because I can connect with some of the older kids that I work with. Because right now I have a couple little ones. I have like two second graders and like one third grader, and I think like one first grader. But the majority of my caseload, like 50 plus kids, I'm at a caseload of about 60 kids now, about 60 kids that I have to see on a weekly basis. And I see them in groups of two or three throughout the day. But yeah, the majority of my caseload is like fifth grade and up. So fifth grade all the way through 12th grade, because the schools that I work at, they go from TK all the way through 12. So I find that like being able to talk, a lot of the like older kids watch anime, so being able to talk about anime helps me like build rapport with them and kind of connect with them. Um, yeah, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I don't know if I missed anything. I talk about who I saw today, just the TMS technician, the usual people at work, and my dad. And I haven't even seen my son. I saw him like in the morning before we uh, left for school, but I haven't seen him since I got home. Like every day just feels like such a long day. But yeah, so now I guess I'm ending this video. Um, if you guys have any questions, let me know. If I missed anything, if you have questions about treatment, um, yeah, I shall return tomorrow to report on day 18 of my TMS treatment.